What's going on, guys? Bank Robber Games here, more Ratchet and Clank 2. In the last episode when we left off, we managed to catch up with the thief and defeat him and managed to get the proto pet back, and then we gave that to Mr. Fizz Widget, who seemed to accidentally destroy our ship and also accidentally push the ejector seat, sending us down here into this cave on planet Tabora. This planet probably has one of my favourite themes, in this area at least. But just in case you missed it last episode, I don't know why I didn't save that, but yeah, we did buy the bouncer, and it is a lot of money, only leaves us with 10,000 bolts. But I know a lot of the speed running community joke about this weapon, but it is actually quite powerful. It shoots out a bomb that explodes into smaller bombs basically, and yeah, it's got a very slow rate of fire, but it's also very powerful, and it's quite usable throughout pretty much all the game. So we're mainly going to want to focus on levelling this up. We're also going to be getting a wrench upgrade this episode, which will come in handy. Something to point out as well at this point in the game, that some attacks will do more than one do more than one damage, take more than one section of health away. But then there's also these health kits, or this nanotech that replenishes more than one health. So I'll try and shut it off here for you. So you see these attacks take two little health sections away rather than one. And you can see the purple health restores 4 health sections. These pinky purple things as well are like the robotic spawners, but for organic enemies, which is pretty cool. That's another thing with the bouncer, it will remember sort of how far along in the reload cycle you are when you put it away. So if you fire a shot and don't reload, when you get it back out again, you'll have to wait for it to, and then swing your wrench. When you get it back out again, you'll have to wait for it to reload again, basically.
It says, in case of emergency, break glass with wrench. Hold on. This one says, use rock to break glass to get wrench to break glass to get rock. Ooh, I love logic puzzles. Let's see. If you break the glass with the...
Solved it.
So yeah, we got wrench upgrades. I can't remember if it's... No, it's not mentioned in those sections. But yeah, basically it just gives you more damage. Looks quite cool as well, in comparison to just the sort of plain wrench we had before. Just gonna max out on ammo mode quick. can see, it does a lot more damage when attacking these guys. Basically just keeps the wrench usable throughout the game. I know it's a little bit overkill using the bouncer for, you know, just singular enemies. I just want to get as much experience for it as I possibly can before purchasing some more weapons that we'll get shortly.
Hand over the experiment now!
I can't do that.
You have 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! He's... she.
This changes nothing. Where's the experiment?
We have returned it to Mr. Fizz, Widget.
Oh, you've just put the whole galaxy in imminent danger.
But...
I don't have time to stand around explaining it to you. If you have any intention of fixing the mess you've made, watch this.
Oh no! Good thing that wasn't little Susie. Here at the Megacorp testing facility, we make sure the products you buy are safe for you and your family. These are just a few of the products we've rejected to help keep you safe. The Tiny Tot Slingshot, the Nuclear Mousetrap, self-wedgifying underwear, and the Lawn Ninjas. So the next time your toaster doesn't explode in your face, say a little thank you to the Megacorp testing facility.
Wow, she's got a few bolts loose. What does a testing facility have to do with galactic danger?
I am unsure. However, I believe we should investigate that location.
Well, we're gonna need a new ship.
So yeah, you might notice when Ashley fell over there, her eyes sort of bugged out. That's down to the HD collection, not the emulator. But interesting note is that she's actually a female Lombax. So that's something that Insomniac retcons in later games in the series, that Ratchet was the last Lombax. So yeah, it's kind of funny how she's like twice as tall as Ratchet. But yeah, we'll bump into her later on again in the story.
Oh. Hello, sir.
Hey, that's my ship.
Possession is an illusion. Do not all things belong to the cosmos?
No. That's definitely mine.
This vessel suffers from wounded Chai. Only the power of the crystals can hope to heal it.
Crystals, sir?
Crystals? Like those found in the desert? Beyond. Oh.
Well, we don't have any better ideas. Let's go grab a few crystals.
So I'm going to grab enough crystals to repair the ship. Eventually I will get all the crystals in the desert because there is a skill point associated with it. But I'll probably leave that for later on when we get the mathematic. Yeah, you also, any crystals you collect, you earn money when you hand them into that Zen guy. So it'll to make up for the amount of money we spent on the bounty. So here's something you need to look out for, is these pile of logs are like a nest for a massive flying thing that has a electric eye that it can use to zap you. But yeah, it might be difficult to take them down with the bouncer because they sort of are programmed to keep a distance from you. They should offer quite a lot of weapon experience as well. At the moment we're just going to be worried about clearing out this area within the lava. Gives you enough crystals to repair your ship and also earn a couple thousand bolts as well. Thankfully got a level up on our nanotech. And yeah, that screen wipe effect took care of the enemies there for us. So that's enough crystals to repair our ship. If we look over here, there's another nest with one of the big enemies in it. Another crystal here. So that'll give us a couple of thousand bolts as well. You can see the bouncer is the best weapon to take on those guys. There's also an item that we'll get later on that will make it much quicker to clear out the desert and get all the crystals. There's a mathematic which will show us the location of all the crystals. But there's also a set of charge boots that allow you to double press R1 and basically jet around the place. But if we come here, you just look out. If you come left of the bridge, as you come over, you just look out for this little rock here. There is another health upgrade waiting down there for us. Unfortunately, you do need to die to collect it. That brings us back to this guy here.
Yes, the crystals are speaking to me with a single voice.
That was pretty impressive.
Bring me more crystals, and I'll pay you cold hard bolts.
Huh?
Oh.
You can earn vast amounts of bolts by exploring the desert and finding crystals.
So you can see here we've got 2 crystals and that gives us 2,000 bolts. So each crystal is worth 1,000 bolts and there's 88 in total. So it's quite a good way to get quite a few bolts. If you want to make a start on it, there's quite a tight group of them over this side of the map. So I recommend that being quite a good place to start. There's also 2 crystals and 2 of the big flying enemies, so 4 crystals over here on that little island. And I think the same down here if I remember correctly. There's also a golden bolt up near the top of the map somewhere, I think it is. Not golden bolt, platinum bolt up near the top of the map somewhere. But we'll be getting at that a bit later as well. But another thing to point out on this planet is there is a weapon mod vendor, if I can remember where he is. There it is. So yeah, just next to where the crystal dude is, you come out to the sides. And this means that if you miss it on the first planet, we saw it on Indako, after you get the grind boots and swing shot, you can unlock the weapon mod vendor here. Some weapon mods I'd recommend is the shock mod for the HK22. That's very powerful. But other than that, not too worried about these lock-on mods. Some people find lock-on mods very useful because it does stop your targeting circle wandering to different enemies, so you can focus on an enemy. Say there's a boss or just a tougher enemy you want to get rid of first. But personally, I don't find them that useful. Also got a few breakables in these huts. Give you a decent number of bolts. But there's somewhere else that we need to explore on this planet, and it'll give us a gadget that we'll have to use later on in order to progress. It's very easy to miss though, if you don't look at the map. But you can see potentially just how effective the bouncer is at clearing out areas. It is very expensive though, and it does take quite a long time to upgrade. So if you're okay with not having any more weapons, I'd save out and wait until the next set of weapons become available to you, and buy those instead, or buy some of them. But you will notice a weird map popping glitch here. But yeah, if you stand on that side, it raises up this platform, and then you can freeze the water to hold it in place. And there's obviously the platinum bolt up here. In order to progress, we need to unfreeze the water and do exactly the same thing, but just the opposite way. This is probably the coolest use of the Terminator. So you can see the next gadget waiting for us there is a glider. And it means we can launch ourselves from these arrow pads. But yeah, that just takes us back to our ship. And I am going to get just a few more crystals because we've got some time in this episode. Up there you can see a vehicle, but we can't access that at the moment because we need the Magnum boots, which we obviously haven't unlocked yet. It is quite easy to get all the crystals without the mathematic, and a lot of speedrunners like memorise where they are, which is pretty insane really. So here's showcasing a little annoying bug you can get with these big enemies, in that sometimes the electric eye attack just basically locks onto you and you can't really dodge it. It's very frustrating. That's, you know, means to take a lot of unnecessary damage really. If you look around as well, there is quite a lot of ammo crates in the desert. So if you're running low on ammo on some of your weapons, don't worry. There should be some crates nearby. Doing quite well in terms of levelling up our bouncer as well. And I'm pretty sure we're near where the platinum bolt is as well. Might be in that over those next hills. It seems quite counterintuitive using the bouncer on those enemies, you know, with the fact that they fly and stay away from you, but it's just the fact that they're a good source of XP for your weapon. So yeah, here's the platinum bolt. I knew it was around here somewhere. So yeah, that's where it is on the map. So look out for two nests next to each other. Probably a good way to spot it. So I get these crystals here quickly. One of the quickest ways to make it back to where you come from, start, is just to let an enemy kill you. That guy's going to take a little while. So see if these guys can speed it up. May as well get one of the crystals while we're here. It's interesting that only one of them can have their eye laser out at a time. That'll get us back down here. And you'll see we have 27 crystals there, so that gives us 27,000 bolts. So that puts us nicely just over 50,000 bolts. And other than getting the rest of the crystals, that should be pretty much everything on this planet. Like I said, there is a skill point associated with getting all the crystals, so we'll be making sure to do that later. But the next planet we're going to be going to is planet Tabora, and that'll be the testing facility. Very cool planet, this one. And we'll get to see some giant Clank battles as well. Get a couple of skill points as well associated with that. But I'll leave that for next episode. thank you very much for watching this episode. I really hope I've been useful. I really hope I provided some useful information for you guys. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode and are enjoying the series so far, please like and subscribe for more, and that way you don't miss out on anything. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.